Morning. Back in the car after a very long time. And not after a very long time, but very frequently I've been seeing one thing on the road, especially in this country, which is sirens, blaring ones, some of them are stupid ones, and stickers which are there on the cars. Yeah, stickers. So as a law, if people know about it, red lights, blue lights and yellow lights on top of the vehicle along with sirens are allowed only for a very few section of departments. I'm using the word departments. Police, ambulance services, fire brigade, your search and rescue, defense forces, paramilitary, and there are various such departments which are authorized by law to have a beacon of a different color. Every color signifies something particular of the department, and the siren. But what do you notice, or rather what have I noticed? That it's become some kind of a fashion, a style statement, if you may call it that. People think that by putting a beacon on their car and by having a siren, it makes them, 20 feet taller? Or for some people, they're sitting on cloud 7, 8, 9, pick your choice. What does that indicate? To me, it's either misuse of power, if they are in power, or they're trying to get attention, which otherwise they're not getting, for some strange reason known better to them. Why do something like this, where you're on the road, there is traffic in office hours, and you're suddenly from the back there'll be the siren, and you're trying to figure out, is it an ambulance, is it police, should I move? But you don't see those signs of ambulance or police or anything on that vehicle. It's some random car with all the glasses blacked out, and then if it's close enough or you're able to see it in one of your mirrors, there will be one sticker at the bottom: X member of parliament, X legislative member, X commissioner, X, that means passed. But no, they will put that X on the car and stick it also. I mean, I've seen people put commissioner of this, commissioner of another commission, chairman of some organization. I've never seen that before. This is something new that's come a couple of years, where they are so, I don't know, the ego is suddenly pumped up by God knows which petrol pump, that they have to put that wonderful designation over there. Nobody's talking about the human being in that position, but that thing has to come there. And what kick do they get out of that? That they only know. They feel that people will turn around and see. Nobody's walking up to them in the car when she's moving and saying, congratulations, you are a chairman. Nobody's walking up and saying, oh, you are ex MLA, you are ex member of parliament, wow, ex. Come on. You're doing nothing but being a nuisance value. You're disturbing the peace, sound pollution. You are putting people into a panic. And there are not many people who can drive safe and take the sudden shock of a car blaring with the siren. All for what? To clear the way? Hey guys, I'm sure with all that kind of money you would have traveled overseas, and you'd have seen how people in positions overseas, you won't even know that they're traveling on the road. You don't have these sirens and cars with convoys of 30-40 cars wasting people's money on fuel, blaring their way through, holding people up on a traffic signal or otherwise so that they can go. What? Look, with all due respect, while I understand you've reached a position in whichever manner, you've enjoyed the position for however long, but that's gone now. Are you really that insecure? Or are you really that, I'm sorry, I'm using this word, incapable or incompetent to become something better of yourself. And you don't need these positions for that. So you want appreciation, you want heads to turn, do something worthwhile for yourself and others, that people are just compelled to turn around and say, wow, what a person, what a personality. Rather than having these little, I would call them what? Nuisance value? Tech with you? Doesn't add value. So, I am one person, I go up and ask them and I tell them, why do you do this? Because I know the worth and value when an institution gives you the right to put a beacon or a siren. You are in a position of responsibility to carry out something for the people. But if the opposite happens, then someone has to question it. If you have the opportunity to question or to go up and say what you're doing is not correct, with respect, with politeness, I think somewhere you will be making a mark. And in the long run, things can change for the better. So give this a thought. If you have an opportunity, will you go and talk to that person? If you're able to, as to what exactly he's trying to do? Or are you just going to be a silent spectator and get frustrated every time you are caught in that situation, where you're held up, where there's blaring noise behind you or on the side, and someone with dark glass, a car which has got those dark glasses, which is again illegal? Choice is yours. I'm bringing this up because I've seen it so often, and I have done it, where I've gone and spoken to that person and says, why do you do this? Whatever they may say. But the fact of the matter is, I've planted the seed in their mind to think about their actions. What about you?